Hey guys, how y'all doing? Playosophy over here.
It's your boys.
Yeah, it's you boys. We're coming at you with a little sister series to what we're doing in Fire Emblem right now.
Naturally.
As always, Steve and Nick
Absolutely.
booling for you this evening.
Can't stop us.
So we figured that with the type of content that we're going to be doing with Fire Emblem, where it's a little bit more of an in-depth look at the game and the story and everything, we wanted a little more of a series where it's like laid back. We're able to
just mess around
and all that stuff.
Live our lives.
And we figured that Halo Reach here would be perfect for that.
Although, this game also does deal with some pretty heavy themes. And
Oh yeah.
So there's definitely plenty to delve into to live up to our very clever name.
Yeah.
So
our absolutely not derivative name at all.
Our absolutely stellar gameplay master, Steve here, is going to be the one playing this series. As you all know, I am the Fire Emblem master.
Yeah.
But he is the Twitch shooter kind of guy, so...
Well, see, I enjoy a lot of games, but with Halo Reach, it's a little bit special to me.
Yeah.
Because when I first got my Xbox 360, this was like way back in the day, the first games that I got
Back
it for...
in the old days.
Yeah, I got it for Christmas. And the first games that I got, the very first game that I got was Halo Reach.
Yeah.
And that was my whole introduction to the entire Halo series, was in Halo Reach. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, that was the last Bungie game. And we had to wait until we got Halo 4. But looking forward to it. It's going to be good. Mm-hmm. A little bit more laid back, but we still have a lot to talk about. So
Absolutely.
Let's just hop right in here. What do we got? We got Mission Exodus. We're going to go all the way over to the beginning. Mm-hmm. Playing on normal difficulty for you so we can have a good time.
Yeah.
While also still having a bit of a challenge so I'm not running around like taking everyone's head off. Normal... I mean, a lot of the pro gamer strats are going to be like, pro gamer strategery guys are going to be really mad at me. Because what I'm about to say here is a little controversial, but I think that normal is a little bit deceptively difficult because when you put it on normal, like heroic's heroic.
Yeah.
Legendary is, of course, like absolutely insane.
It's horrifying.
Yeah. But when you get down to normal and easy, there's like an expectation that you're just never gonna die.
Yeah. Which
is not true, especially in the way that I play, where I just kind of like run around and do a bunch of stuff. Mm-hmm. So we'll just see how horrible I am over the years, because it's been a decently long while since I've played Halo Reach.
Yeah.
So let's just delve right back into this.
Hell yeah, brother. Let's do it.
I always really like the countdown.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I just feel like you're about to launch into space.
Yeah. They have the...
Which, in a way, you are.
Yeah, but this time we're just on one planet.
Yeah.
Instead of, like, giant
But
death
it's a planet
rings.
far away in space.
Yeah. Instead of, like, giant space death rings.
Mm-hmm. Insular death rings, yeah. Oh, man.
The charred wastes.
Is it charred yet? Is this post-glassing?
Yeah, because they start it at, like, they give you the first glimpse at the end.
Yeah,
they take us all back.
They do, don't they? Yeah.
Here it is, boys.
Frick. Yeah, my man Steve is a firm recon man.
Oh, yeah. You gotta be.
Yeah. You go with that straight recon too. You don't even have any attachments on there.
Nope. Gotta be a little.
You just kind of look like, I've never liked the way it looked at this one, just because it kind of looks more like you're just a bald man, you know. I'm more of a what's the helmet that Carter wears?
Carter was the commander, right?
Commando. Yeah. That's my favorite one in this one.
I liked it too. There's just something to be said about the translation of recon in the Halo universe.
My favorite way to play this campaign was to dress up exactly like Carter.
Yeah.
And so in every campaign it'd feel like that Spider-Man meme where you just look at each other.
Yeah. No, like, one of my favorite things to do is I would make exact replicas of everyone on Noble Team.
Yeah.
And then you just be like,
relay was lost last night.
oh boy, there's June.
He's a spooky guy.
The only guy from Noble Team who lived.
Since been declared MIA.
That's true, isn't it?
Yeah.
You just spoiled the game for the folks at home.
It came out in 2011.
Yeah, but like, you never know. There could be like a young man or lady watching this right now. You don't even know. Could have just ruined the surprise.
Only the parts that weren't covered in black ink.
Oh boy, we're all redacted.
Anyone claim
over here.
responsibility, sir?
I do like how in Bungie protagonists, like how in like most Bungie games, especially when it comes to Halo, how the protagonist is just straight self-insert.
Oh yeah, they're just blank slates.
Yeah, it's like the Master Chief was just some dude, and he only got fleshed out in the books.
Consider it done.
And once 343 took over and made the series just kind of objectively worse in most ways.
Yeah.
The team's leader. That's Cat.
I'm interested to see where they're going to take the series with Halo Infinite. Because it looks like they're trying to go back to the old school style. I just don't believe it.
See, I have been deliberately keeping myself in the dark about it because I don't want any prior sort of knowings about the game before I jump in. All I know is that they're trying to take it back to that retro stuff, and then they're also adding in the Fortnite mode where it's just like a bunch of people, and or it's just like a bunch of people on the Halo ring. And I think what would be a really cool idea for that, even though it would just completely mess up. It would completely mess up the frame rate, and the processing would be like god awful. But my dream for that mode is it takes place on an entire Halo ring, but the wave
Listen up, Noble Team.
is the
We're looking
flood.
at down relay outpost 50 clicks from Visegrad.
Yeah, I think you told.
We're gonna
That's a
introduce
really good
ourselves to
idea.
whoever took
Yeah.
it out, and then Cat
And like, of course, you have to scale it down so that the Halo ring is like actually like movable.
Yeah.
In that sense.
You got a chance,
But
maybe you can
you
ask
wouldn't
George.
take passive damage from going into the flood zone. It would just be you would have to fight the flood. So
backup channels.
Yeah, that would be pretty lit.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of a constant barrage
yeah.
of
You heard her,
flood.
dead zone.
Like you could, and you
Command
could
will not be
legitimately,
keeping us
the
company
way I'm
this trip.
envisioning it, you could legitimately make a case that a legitimate play style would be to just go and, you know, hang out with the flood until it's the last guy. Because could you imagine how terrifying it would be if, you know, you have the Halo ring, right? And you're the last guy who's been playing with everyone else, like straight Fortnite PUBG type.
Yeah.
And you're the last dude standing, you finally got it, and there's 2 players left. And they would like send a beacon of the last like known location. You wouldn't be able to like track them on the map.
Yeah.
They would send a location, and you just see that beacon, and it's like deep in flood territory. Can you imagine how terrifying that would be?
That'd be real spooky.
Could
Yeah.
be missing troopers. Let's check it out.
Goodness
I
gracious.
would be scared. I would be like, "Mommy, I want to go home."
Please no. The only problem that does present though is how would you force a conflict at the end there? Because there could be 2 guys both hanging out in the flood zones on the opposite sides of the ring from each other, just kind of chilling.
Yeah,
They'd have to have some kind of contingency plan,
yeah,
like a big old shockwave or something.
yeah. And also, +2, the processing on this would be terrible.
Oh yeah. I mean, I know they're being like, oh man,
just checking
Project
the-
Scarlet's really next level.
I'm just
but-
trying to check the sensitivity on this one right quick. See if you see me like spazzing out here.
I don't think that. Oh man, I don't think that Project Scarlet is going to be that strong.
Yeah, I don't think it is either. And the timing for those consoles is kind of weird because when Project Scarlet or whatever they're going to call it actually comes out, the PlayStation 4 is still going to be like in use.
Yeah.
It's still going to be like heavy usage.
Well, they actually put out in a statement a couple days ago that PlayStation 5 is going to be out by Christmas next year.
God, that's a very short turnaround.
I know.
Noble 3, can you confirm any EX?
Gosh.
Negative, sir.
PlayStation 5. They called it that too, so I guess that's what they're going for. Then I go for something fancy.
Yeah, well, I guess that's just kind of how Sony is going to be doing stuff with that.
I like it a lot more than, you know, Xbox One, because that in
messed up the
particular
continuity.
always confused me, because it used to be you would talk about the original Xbox and you call it Xbox One.
Ugh.
And now you can't do that anymore. I see you're a man of culture as well.
You just got
You gotta always punch the space keys.
Yeah, the
Space
space
monkeys. Yeah,
the space emus.
Uh-huh. Man, this is the Australian dream.
God,
right
the
here.
skyboxing in this game is gorgeous.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Because they have all that
Big old wind
rendered.
farms.
Yeah, they have all this over here rendered, and then they put in like the painting, skybox type stuff over here. Now, I'm going to say this because I've been using this mechanic a little bit, but Halo Reach was the first game in the Halo series to introduce sprint.
Yeah.
And that did a number of things mechanically towards the game, because it used to be in Halo 3
Just
and
walking.
ODST and stuff. Yeah, you'd just
Just
be
the
walking.
jog.
And because Halo was first and foremost a very CQC based multiplayer experience, that all the maps were very small.
Yeah.
They were always super compact. The biggest that you had was probably something like either, I think it was probably the desert map in Halo 3.
Sandbox.
Yeah, Sandbox. That was probably the biggest it ever got. Now,
With the elephants.
yeah. Now in Halo Reach, because they added sprint, they had to compensate by making the maps bigger. But they didn't do what Halo 4 did, where sprinting is just a thing that you do anyway.
Yeah.
It was one of the it was a different armor equips that you could get. So you could have a jetpack, the drop shield, sprint.
But it was always a trade-off.
Yeah, but it was always a trade-off, so that's how they balanced it.
I think that's one of the kind of most annoying things that they did in Halo 4 was when they made it just kind of a standard, it changes the whole, I guess,
it changes the way
I
that
guess,
it plays.
Playosophy
Yeah.
of the map design and the combat encounter design and everything, because now you have this constant way to move a lot faster, and that's going to change the way people play.
Yeah.
Especially in campaign, it makes it a lot easier to just bypass
to just
battles.
sprint through everything.
Uh-huh.
And I suppose that helps with the speedrunners and everything, but like everything changed as a result of them.
Arguably for the worse.
Yeah, I'm always kind of torn on it because I do like the different accessibility that sprinting allowed for. But at the same time, it did do a lot of things as far as. Hold on, I gotta mark these guys really
Yeah,
quick.
you're really trying to pull your own weight here. Ooh, you didn't go for the tack reload. Rookie move.
Yeah. Remember,
I'm sorry.
switching to your pistol.
It's faster
It's
than
always
reloading.
faster than reloaded.
I'm sorry, man. You already pulled the ultimate rookie move by picking normal.
Yeah. See, like, I'm just, like, terrorizing these guys. So I look really good until you realize that I'm playing in normal difficulty. So then you're just like, oh, well.
Dude, go for the assassination on that boy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, jeez. The angles are all
Oh,
wrong.
geez, Squid. You didn't get
Oh,
it.
gee, Squid.
You did not get
Don't
that
worry,
guy.
don't worry. I think... Yeah.
You also have like 700 rounds of ammo.
Yeah, it's
on normal.
ridiculous. Well, no, I think they keep that regardless, don't they? But that's only for the first mission, and everything else is just like, oh well.
Like, well, you actually a normal amount from here on in, because you kind of should know what you're doing. I didn't the first time I played it, even 3 episodes or 3 missions in. Whew. So,
Come on, dude. I'm trying to run around melee these guys.
I'm trying to kill these guys.
I'm trying to do this stuff. One thing I do want to note, at least on the thematics of this game,
Yeah.
is that a lot of people didn't really like the campaign of Halo Reach when it first came out because it was such a departure.
Yeah.
And because all of these characters here, and I'm going to do this because it's been 2011, so all you guys that haven't played the game yet,
Turn off your episodes. Or don't turn off the episode. Skip ahead to here. And I'm gonna insert the time mark right here. Skip ahead if you don't want spoilers.
Yeah, but it's been like 8 years.
Yeah.
In actuality, or whenever you guys are viewing this, it's been this long. But thematically, a lot of people had problems with the campaign because they introduced all these characters and then they were just killing them off one by one. Oh boy, I forgot a boy. You gotta wait for B. They introduced all these characters and then they killed them off because just about everyone in Noble Squad, apart from June, like dies. Yeah, they're all getting in this firefight and I'm just off killing emus.
That's the most important aspect of this fight is emus.
They introduced the entirety of Noble Squad only for them to have them like killed off.
I think it's canon that Noble 6 is Australian.
Basically.
He's trying to make up for his people's failure.
Yeah. But when you look at it like this, also a lot of people had problems with it because it overrid the books or something like that. There was like
How so?
Well, there was before Halo.
Tell us about it. Tell the people at home.
Before Halo became a game series.
Yeah.
Oh, I shouldn't do that. Before Halo became a game series, they wrote a book called The Fall of Reach.
Yes.
Jack that bird.
You gotta always run into those.
Before Halo became a game series,
I remember the
it
book.
was it was The Fall of Reach, and Halo Reach came in and retconned basically everything
Really?
that happened in the book.
Yeah.
Because it used to be that Master Chief had Cortana before he left, as opposed to in this game where we just give.
Yeah, I remember that.
Where we give it to Captain Keyes at the end.
Because it seemed like in the beginning of Halo 1, when they met,
they
it
had
was
already
like,
known each other for quite a while.
They had a real
Exactly, because they were going off to "Oh boy, here it comes." Yeah.
Ooh,
Those were cool animations.
Very cool.
Like, out of all the things in Halo Reach, I'm really glad that transferred over.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that they kept the assassination
We're attacked by
animations.
Covenant forces. The Covenant is on Reach. I repeat, the Covenant is on Reach.
That is strange, though, that they would retcon that much for a main series entry. The last one that Bungie did of all of them.
Yeah, but Halo Reach is objectively, in my opinion, the bleakest game in the entire series.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they
sure.
introduce all these guys, they all die, everyone dies.
Everybody has to die.
Just about everyone. Before June popped up in that comic at the end, like where the Rook dies,
Yeah.
from ODST. Now I gotta fuck around until I find the beacon. There he is. Until June popped back up when they reintroduced the Rook only to kill him.
Oh, great.
It was assumed that Halsey was attacked on the way over. On the way over to Castle Base or wherever, and June like took an energy sword to protect Halsey.
Yeah.
It
Of
got
course he would.
yeah.
Rip June.
Yeah, he was the bravest among us. Sitting over there with a sniper rifle.
Noble leader, be advised. I have visual on inbound Covenant dropships.
Evac transport,
Ooh,
keep your
hey.
distance.
Ooh.
I really liked this gun.
The DMR.
Yeah, I always really like my.
I just love the look of the scope.
It's the Covenant.
It's so bulbous.
Let's get you out of here.
Ooh. Rip that guy.
Yeah, but it's the bleakest game in the series. They introduce everyone just to kill them off. And what they were going for was really more so like a very depressing look on what the Human Covenant War was actually like.
Yeah, just constant loss.
Yeah, because when we get to the main trilogy, where you have like Master Chief just effing killing everyone.
Yeah.
Like, to the point where they have to call him a demon.
Mm-hmm.
It really kind of makes you lose perspective on the fact. And I don't think that this was an actual flaw.
Oh
man, our timer's going.
that is my timer to let us know that we're gonna have to hear your thoughts on that next time on Playosophy.
Our stalwart heroes take the heroic fight to the comm relay after saving their fellow troops, but the dastardly Covenant won't let them leave without a fight. Will our protagonists be able to take it back? Can they defeat those scheming aliens? Will Steve be able to do an entire episode without dying?
Does she speak Hungarian? Next time on Halo Reach.
Classic literature class.